what unifies you is your readiness and your desire to now engage with this world and this life. It is to understand that everything that you are about to walk into is of your own creation, no exceptions. And that is empowerment, that is creatorship, that is knowingness, that is trust, that is freedom. There is a potential that has now arrived that will allow you to start creating this thing that you have already been working on for so long inside of your energetic bodies. And now, as you step forward, it is up to you. And when you understand your freedom and your creatorship in that way, so you come to understand that this next step, the engagement, the birthing of whatever it is you have conceived inside of yourself, that is when the understanding of it is coming from you, that is what will allow its birth. This is the engagement you have been seeking. You have been working inside of yourself and playing inside of yourself to create a new reality, a new world. And you have in your own personal energy fields created this to some degree. You have laid the blueprints. So the frustration that you have felt up to this point, through this readiness you have had, part of what we will be now asking you to look at is accepting responsibility for it such that you can release it. It is here, the time. Allow yourself to savor it. It is here for you. You have created it for yourself. For each person it is slightly different, but the version you have created for yourself is yours alone. There is no competition for it. This life you have birthed, it is yours. So now in these coming months, we ask you to open yourselves. Open yourselves to change. Open yourselves to receiving. And for many, it will be about receiving. Receiving will be the initial barrier, because it may well feel alien or foreign to receive in this way. It has always required this amount of effort or work. Many become so attached to this process of creating, of designing, that you wish to stay there instead of to walk into this architecture you have created. You prefer the drawing boards. That will change, but for some you may wish to stay with your drawing boards a bit longer, and that is appropriate as well. But when you are ready, there is a choice to be made. There is a creative choice. And what you will discover for each of you individually is what the nature of that choice is. We hear you saying, yes, yes, I choose, yes, I'm ready. It is not that kind of choice. That is said, that is done. You are at the front of the queue. It is clear you are saying yes. What is before you, as well as this great freedom, this great dream you are about to walk into, is a death. And what will come up for you in these next months is the nature of that death. For many, the word death brings up this fear that it must be a bad thing. Or for others, that it may just be a good thing. It is not a good thing or a bad thing. It is just that a change is going to occur. To leave this reality you are in now, to re-enter the reality you have been creating in your heart, is a change. It is everything you have been asking for. To receive it, things will change. Things in your external life, people in your life, relationships in your life, relationships with your work, with your play, maybe where you're living. But more than anything, changes inside yourself, the very nature of your beingness. So many ways are to be let go of: struggle, difficulty, suffering. It is not that these things will never appear in your life again. They are flavors of this universe, this world. They will be around you. You will still have a relationship with them. Mainly for most of you, through other people in your life. But your relationship with so many of these things is to change, and that is you changing. You are going to become someone different than you are now. It is not just that your reality, your world, your very experience of your beingness is to change. It is opening up your magical selves, opening up intuition, knowing things beyond your mental knowing, knowing things you couldn't possibly know just because you know them, and coming to trust in that inner knowing. It is developing a way of life that flows from inside. And though it flows into the external world, though it interacts with the external world, it is not governed by it. It is to birth the reality of you inside this mass reality. You are each an individual reality. You are not just sharing one reality. You are each a complete reality unto yourself. You are each a collective unto yourself, a population unto yourself. And you are all together in this meeting place, and you are creating another mass reality from that. But what we are talking of here is opening more and more your personal individual reality that is different from the others around you, and allowing that difference, allowing yourself to be different. If you wish to be the first out the airlock, you are going to be different from the mass majority of people in this world around you. So much of what we speak about is seeing through the illusion of separation. And here we are asking you to create separation. Because as a consciousness you wish to go forward, and for some to go forward there is initially a separation. Everyone is coming. This party is for everyone. But initially, you are the ones going forward. You are the ones that have realized that you are spirit in physical form. You are creatorship, you are God. And that made you different. But now more and more people, so many of the religions of the world, particularly the Eastern, are so what you would call New Age if you really look into what they are saying. In your spiritual beliefs, you are not as different as maybe you think. But where you are now wanting to go, you will be taking another step. And unless you are willing to allow the rest of the world to, in some way, perceive that, you cannot do it. Because you are part of this mass reality by your choice. And if you wish to move in it, to this new place, this place of freedom. Look around the world. Look at the war, the competition, the suffering, the struggling. You are going to move even further than you are now away from that. That in itself will create its own reactions. And this does not mean that you need to enter into drama. You are sovereign unto yourselves, and this is part of what you have been discovering. This is part of the tools that you have been creating to now allow you to do this, to not get caught into that drama, to not get caught into trying to justify why you can be so happy and free when other people aren't. This is new territory and will create new realities, new interactions. But through your understanding that you are sovereign to yourself, that you are your own creators, This does not mean it needs to be difficult at all. Of course not. The very thing you are creating is the release of that. But it is this difference. And we cannot overly label it for you, because this is the entire point that we are making. You are about to come to unknow yourselves. You on this planet at this time are some of the most knowing beings of what it is you are, why you are here, what is happening, what this reality is. And to a degree you are about to release that and go back to school. But this is a different school, for you are the teachers. It is a new playground, a new territory. You are explorers. When you discover new territory, new land, it changes who you are. It is not that you are just accumulating more knowledge, it actually changes your relationship with yourself, your understanding of what you are. There are different levels to your beingness. Learn to traverse them. This is your multidimensionality. The spiritual you, the physical you, they are both you. It is not that the physical you is some illusion and the spiritual you is the real you. They are all real. They all have meaning. That is why you are choosing them. That is why you are choosing to experience them. This is just the beginning, the unfolding of the freedom, of the joy, of the new way of being, of the reality you have been birthing inside of yourself. Allow its difference, its unknown. Allow yourself to be separate. Allow yourself to be different. Most of all, allow yourself to be whatever you feel to be, no matter how that may go against the grain of the mass consciousness. Because what you are creating is unique. That is why it is so wonderful. That is why it is new. It has never been before. Open yourselves to the new you, the birth of your dream. The dream that starts here. Namaste.